Good evening, Lakeside Middle School. Welcome to our Back to School 2018. You want to share out about tonight? Use the hashtag BTSN18 and share the learning that you have here at Lakeside Middle School. We are really excited to have you here tonight. We're trying a few things different as well. In years past, we've had you assemble at the auditorium to go over information and then huddled you from class to class to class. Tonight, you're going to get a little different experience. You'll get an opportunity to, of course, see this video that we're making in our awesome TV studio here that our kids produce every day. The technology, as you can see, is amazing. It almost looks like I'm really on the news. And it feels like that as well. So every day our kids get an opportunity to do this. And we'll start producing shows that will go on to our live YouTube account, and they'll also be archived if you'd like to take a look at them. It's just another way for Lakeside Middle School to have a positive digital footprint. After homeroom today, you're going to be dismissed to go throughout the building for the next hour in a choose-your-own adventure. So teachers will be in their classrooms. Some teachers in the same grade level will be working together, and they're going to be going over the information for back to school night. At the end, at 8 o'clock, all the teachers are going to need to report to the library for a meeting, and that will conclude our evening. So let me tell you a little bit about the purpose of back to school night. As you know, having gone through the elementary and if you've done back to school nights before, you'll know that the purpose of this is for our teachers to review the curriculum, expectation, grading policies, and any other policies that go on throughout the curriculum. Our teachers work collaboratively every day, and tonight is no different. The message that you get in the classrooms is going to be very similar. So it's a great opportunity to ask questions, to find out what's going on differently this year, and also where the classes that your son or daughter are taking can lead to next year. What back to school night is not, though, it is not a time for individual parent conferences and specific instances where we need to talk about students on a one-on-one basis. We have guidance counselors here and vice principals that will be more than happy to set up parent conferences at a later date. So we really appreciate you going through tonight with an open mind and checking out classrooms, staying for as long as you'd like, or maybe as short as you'd like. We have an array of electives that your children will take throughout the year. So we've given you that opportunity to maybe see some of those classes that you would normally get a chance to see as you go through a traditional back to school night. We also didn't print out schedules. We're doing this to encourage you to use the Infinite Campus app or the Infinite Campus website. Or you could also get that information from your son or daughter. With a list of teachers and their room numbers, you'll be able to go throughout the building and, as I said earlier, check into the classes to see presentations, to learn about what your children are learning about this year. A couple things that I want to go over about Lakeside, a couple new initiatives and initiatives that we want to continue to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Over the last few years, we've really increased the rigor in our school. We've instituted a retention policy that is aimed at ensuring that students are meeting minimum proficiency levels in order to go to the next grade. If a student fails 2 classes, they'll be required to go to summer school. If they fail 3 or more classes, they will be retained in the grade that they're in. If students miss more than 25 unexcused days, they will be required to go to summer school. Over the last few years, we have seen this policy affect the classroom. Students understand that policy and are working harder than they ever have. And they can't take any breaks. All classes here at Lakeside count, whether the student's taking physical education, an elective class, or an advanced geometry class. All year-long classes are factored in to the retention policy, and any combination of electives equaling a year will also be held accountable in our retention policy. If you have any questions, you can always check the parent handbook to go over that information with your son or daughter. We've also changed our cell phone policy. Though we see that the cell phones are an amazing technology that has been out of this world with the amount of apps and awesome things that adults and kids can do, we found here that the technology becomes distracting. So our policy this year is very simple. They're to be off and away. We're not going to investigate lost or stolen cell phones, and we continue to tell the kids that these are very expensive and they should be in their locker or on their person. They should never leave them out, and they should never have them out in class. If that happens, they will be confiscated and your son or daughter will receive discipline. We really pride ourselves here at Lakeside on communication. I hope that you're subscribed to our blog, the Lakeside Lightning Round. That's a weekly blog that's now published on Friday mornings, and it highlights all the awesome things that are going on throughout the school. You can also access that link through our Facebook page. So if you are on social media, be sure to like Lakeside Official, as you will be able to get up-to-date information on our school. A lot of teachers also have Instagram accounts, so be sure to ask what your teacher uses in their own specific social media apps. We have a daily announcement that goes out every day, and that email system is very efficient. It's all the information that our students are doing on our TV show that goes right out to the parents as well. The link for that is on our blog and also on our website in order for you to sign up to the daily email. And also, as I mentioned earlier, we have a YouTube account where our daily announcements go on there as well. So be sure to connect with us as we go throughout this year, and we have amazing learning opportunities that you can see your son or daughter being highlighted with the hard work and effort that they're doing here. I want to talk with you a little bit about our first 3 days that we had. Our staff worked tirelessly for months to identify key areas that we wanted to improve here at Lakeside Middle School. We worked collaboratively throughout the summer and developed a concept that was new to Lakeside titled the first 3 days. Every period, every student, every teacher participated in this historic event. There were over 100 Google Slides that were shared out and lesson plans that were developed to ensure that our students knew exactly what our expectations were. We reviewed policy handbooks, we reviewed our expectations. Students took tours around the building to learn how to walk in the hallways, to be respectful to adults, no matter what their occupation is here, whether they're custodians, cafeteria workers, secretaries, teachers, or any type of staff. Because at Lakeside Middle School this year, it's all about respect. Those lessons also got us an opportunity to learn your son or daughter better. There were 4 very distinct objectives for that. Teachers learning about students, students learning about teachers, students learning about students, sorry about that, and students learning about Lakeside Middle School. This has been great, and we're looking to continue that throughout the year as we have many different events that are going to build off of that. The students are going to hear a lot this year about it's all about respect. But we're not just going to assume they know what respect is. We teach respect here. We model it day in and day out as a staff. We have an array of clubs and activities that your son or daughter can be involved in. The link to that is on our website and also our Lakeside Lightning Round blog. We have everything from a garden club to 21st century activities to interscholastic sports, all types of things for all types of individuals. Transportation is not provided, so you would have to pick up your child after those activities. I want to talk again about Infinite Campus, as we are all encouraging you to use that. It is a great way for you to stay up to date on your child's academic progress. It provides easy to follow hyperlinks if you want to email your teacher. And I recommend emailing is the best way to get in touch with the teachers. As they are in class all day, it's very difficult for them to check messages. They all do have a voicemail, so if you have to give them a call, they all have that set up, and I'm sure they'll share that with you tonight. But I also encourage you to drop them an email if you have questions. Once again, the Infinite Campus is really going to be very helpful for you to monitor their academic process. Sometimes it'll help you when you talk with your child when they come home from school and they'll say, "What did you do today?" And they say, "I don't know." You'll be able to get on Infinite Campus and at least take a look at all the different academic activities that they've been doing on their Infinite Campus. If you have questions, there are instructions on the website on how to access Infinite Campus. And lastly, how can you get involved? We're always looking for parents for our PTO. We have monthly meetings that review the different fundraising activities that are going on here at Lakeside Middle School. And our teachers and administration attend those meetings. So if you want, you can always have access to asking us questions about things that are going on either at Lakeside or in the community. We really encourage you to get involved. And if you can't be here physically, you can always participate by supporting our fundraisers and some of the nights that we're going to have upcoming where we fundraise throughout the community. Lakeside Middle School, it's all about respect this year, and we know that respect is a two-way street. So we're really excited, as I said earlier, about modeling respect and talking with students about why it is so important to be respectful. That is definitely the basis of what we're trying to do this year. And based on that, teachers, students will be doing amazing things in the classroom. So once again, I want to thank you for coming out tonight and supporting Lakeside Middle School, supporting your son or daughter, because this is very important. The school-to-home connection is one of the most important things that we have, and we want to continue to foster that. If you have any questions, you could always give me a call or give me an email. And thank you again for choosing Lakeside Middle School, where it's all about respect.